My next guest is one of the big winners last weekend at UFC Vegas 115, getting it done over Rafael Esteivan, finishing him in the third round. It is Ethyn Ewing back here on the program. Ethyn, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day here in Southern California. Fresh off of a good win, so life is amazing right now, man.
Yeah, and let's start there, man. What's been the feedback? Like, obviously, you had a lot more feedback, I'm assuming, after the UFC debut. You took out Malcolm Wallmaker as an underdog. This one, I know you were favored to win, but it was a dominant performance. What's been the feedback like this time, just from fans and everyone else?
I think it solidified what people, um, I'd say some speculated, some questioned, and some already knew from the last one. It just confirmed that I am who I am and that I am prepared to go and make this run at it.
What was your reaction when you found out he missed weight? I think a lot of us were surprised because he moved up a weight class, right?
Yeah, I was very surprised to be totally honest with you. I have said it, in all the interviews, but it's a lack of respect. It's a lack of discipline. Uh, a lack of preparation on his part. You missed weight at 125. You've weighed in at 128 pounds. That's not something that I could ever dream of ever making. I certainly cut more weight than he did for this bout. So, whatever excuse he had for it, it's not a good one, and it's ultimately a lack of respect to me and to the promotion at the end of the day. So that's a tough one. But if you guys want to miss weight and give me 20% of your purse, then I'll take
Right.
that all day.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, I know you expected to win, otherwise why sign the contract? But did you expect the fight to be that dominant? I don't know if you saw the significant strikes in the fight. Have you had a chance to look at that yet?
I've heard different numbers, 100 and something,
It
120,
was
whatever.
104. It was 114 significant strikes to 44. I mean, and you got the finish too. But I mean, that's a really dominant win, Ethyn. I mean, that's very impressive.
Yeah, I expected it for sure. I mean, the one thought process and the one thing that, we thought he may have the possibility of getting to it, even if he did, not holding me down, but was his takedowns and his grappling. And people do not know. I mean, they are certainly on notice now. I don't think that they can try and bring up the argument that I would get swept under the rug with the grappling or jiu-jitsu, but I'm a grappler first and foremost. Wrestling was my first combat love for combat sports. I'm a California state placer my senior year. I placed eighth. I placed fifth at the national tournament in Virginia Beach, and I wrestled a little bit collegiately as well. So I'm a high level grappler. My striking has been my focal point recently because I come from a wrestling background. I didn't have it then. So I'm a complete martial artist. I knew it would be dominant. I knew I was going to knock him out on the feet one way or the other. Um, and as soon as I stuffed that first takedown, when he got the single leg up, actually, I knew that he wasn't going to get it.
Yeah. No, very, very dominant win. So you get the victory, you get the finish. How did you celebrate that night, other than obviously doing a bit of media? Did you get to enjoy yourself?
I did. I had a lot of food. My sister lives out there in Vegas, so my whole family came up. I'm the oldest of eight. I got seven younger
Oh,
siblings.
wow.
One of them's in Spain. He's in the Navy, so he wasn't there. But everybody else was there. We got to see my sister's house for the first time, hang out with her family, hang out with my siblings and my parents, and my wife and my baby boy stayed there. So all I did was go back to them and enjoy a nice, quiet, relaxing evening in. Ate some pizza, had some chips and dip, and called it a night, man. Nice and relaxing.
I was going to say, sounds like a good night to me. So we got you here, obviously. Looked like you came out relatively unscathed. When do you want to get that next fight? When would you like to get back in there?
I think June or July is an excellent time. Like end of June, so I can enjoy the 4th of July. But if not, what anytime around then, I'm always cutting weight on the 4th of July. Everybody's eating burgers and hot dogs, and I got some grilled salmon and salads. So yeah, anytime around there would be perfect. I think like a 3 month window would be good because it just gives me a little bit of time to skill build, work nice and easy, enjoy training at a lower tempo, and then it gives me a full 2 months to be in camp and to ramp it back up and make sure the weight's good and make sure I'm prepared for the next one.
I was going to say, because, yeah, totally get that you want to enjoy 4th of July and all that. I was going to say, though, the International Fight Week card, I think this week is July 14th, so that would probably mess things up, but there is some rumors that maybe Connor's going to be on that card, so okay. I don't know if that get you to reconsider, but again, that's some good food you'd be missing out on the 4th.
Yeah, well, I've already reconsidered. July 14th, let's book it.
There we go. Let's do it. Yeah, that makes sense. And, I think at this point, Ethyn, honestly, like, I don't see a reason why you couldn't get a ranked opponent at this point. You took out a really good prospect, someone that was looking like he was heading in the rankings with the trajectory he was on, and then you just got this dominant win and you got to finish. Do you think there's a case for you to get a ranked opponent next?
Certainly. I think there is. There would have to be some renegotiation with contracts and such on my end, I think, but I don't see why not. That's like I said, I'm here to go the fastest route to the top. I'm not sitting idly by. So regardless of any renegotiations, if they give me one of those guys, I'm there, and I aim to take them out in dramatic fashion, and I will just boost the trajectory that much more by doing so.
Yeah, because I'm even looking at like someone like, like a number 10 Cheeto Vera, although I think he has a fight booked. You got Davison Figueroa at 7. Like the performance you put on, Ethyn, I think it showed that you can kind of hang with those guys too. So, and I know you're not in a rush to get there either, but I'm just kind of, I think your performance on the weekend really showed like the rest of the division, like we got someone coming here pretty quickly.
100%. Yeah, I'm in no rush by any means, but I am. I want that belt. I want people to really see who I am. So I'm taking out these guys here. It's fantastic, but I want all of it. Okay. I'm here to besiege all these 135ers. So let's do it. Let's make things happen. Let's jump up very quickly. Let's do all the stuff that needs to be done and get me there that much quicker.
Speaking of your division, we got a big fight coming up on the White House card between Sean O'Malley and Aiemann Zahabi. I want you to put your analyst hat on for a second. Who do you think takes that? It's obviously an interesting one. Zahabi, 7-fight win streak. O'Malley, obviously a former champion, has got some power. Who do you favor in that fight? Who do you think gets it done?
Sean's always good for it. I had to lean his way. He's just very skilled. He's very long. He also has decent grappling, and he has very good striking, obviously. So Zahabi is an experienced individual, 7-fight win streak. He knows how to make it a rougher fight and pull it into his game. I'm sure he would have some advantage on the grappling aspect. And so, though I lean towards Sean and I give it to Sean, I think Zahabi, it makes it dirty and pulls it into his realm. We've seen how that worked with Merab versus Sean, so I would never count him out totally. What
you got planned the rest of the week? Other than talking to me right now, you got anything planned? I know you're probably getting back into training as well. I know you're hard to keep out of the gym, but what do you got planned the rest of the week?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit guilty enjoying this week, but I'm letting myself do it. Got some Disney plan with the baby boy tomorrow. Got the Ducks game that they are having me and my wife and the baby boy out. And then,
nice. So they're going to like feature you at the game? Because I know Raul Rosas Jr. did that recently.
He did that recently. I think they did it last time for my last fight. They had a big thing for it. I'm excited to see what they do this time. It might be bigger, hopefully. So that's always very cool. They take care of us, and we get a great experience there. We love the Ducks. And then Friday, I'm going out of town, little beach city, and get to spend some time with my wife's family.
That's awesome. So I live in Canada, and obviously hockey's a big sport here. Do you follow hockey, or it's just like, being where you live, you get to go see the Ducks play? Because they're having a great season, actually. It's been pretty fun to watch.
I don't typically, but I'm a new Ducks fan. I grew up with the Ducks. I like the Mighty Ducks, I was a big fan then, and I actually played roller hockey, so I was into it for a little bit. But, obviously I have a relationship with the Ducks, and so I like them.
Yeah, no, it's what a team, and I'm so glad they went back to the old uniforms. Right, I didn't like the mallard, whatever it was, the foot, the webbed foot they used to use as the logo. Now they got the old goalie mask, which was the original Ducks one. I think it looks so much better.
That's the best. I don't. Yeah. Everybody tries to rebrand and do new and this and that. Stick to the original stuff, man. That's where it's at.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they brought back that purple too, to have that like as a retro jersey. Remember, because it used to be purple and like a teal almost, or like a green color they used to have. You remember that back in the day?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
got to go back with
That'd be
that. I
sick.
think looks good.
That'd be
The orange
a
looks
cool
cool
one.
too, though. It pops on the screen, right? So that's pretty cool. And I got to ask too, because you said you played roller hockey. Did you get influenced at all? I remember the Mighty Ducks 2, the movie. That was a big thing in that movie. Was they played roller hockey there, and I know it influenced a lot of people to play roller hockey. Do you remember seeing that when you were a kid?
Oh, I certainly watched it a bunch. I don't know if that had a direct influence. I know I had like a family friend was a referee. He refed all the hockey games. But that probably had to have been actually like a direct influence was the Mighty Ducks watching that,
Yeah, yeah. I
honestly.
still
So yeah, that's probably what put me onto it for sure.
Okay. And my last question, I'm sure you're aware of this, but there's another Ethyn Ewing who's an Australian surfer. Are you aware of this? He's like a pretty big deal because if you don't type in your name properly, if you just spell it like Ethan, like sort of the way that most people spell it, he comes up all the time. Are you aware of this?
I am. Yeah, I back in the day when I used to try to look up my wrestling matches, um, that Ethyn Ewing would always pop up. I'd see a lot of surfing stuff.
Okay. Do you ever get people DMing you thinking that you're the surfer by accident?
I haven't had that yet. But people say collaboration, this and that, because we have the same name, so that'd be cool. Do
There we
something
go.
like that. I'll show him some striking, and he could teach me some surf lessons, and that'd be pretty
There we
cool.
go. Win-win. Ethan, I won't keep you any longer from the nice sunshine there in California, so I appreciate the time, man. If there's anyone you want to thank before we get out of here, any sponsors, any social media you want to mention, I'll give you the last word.
Cool. My wife, she holds it down. She takes care of this household while I'm out working and training. And the days I can't move, she's on the clock 24/7. So to her, to my parents, they're amazing. My coaches, Dale Roybal, Ben Jones, Eric Paulson, these guys, I wouldn't be where I am without them. Big shout out to OcuSafe Network, best safety company in the game. Shout out to Hands On Wellness Center, best chiropractic game business in the game here in Anaheim Hills. Um, and then Fowler Gun Room over in Orange. Those guys are taking care of me. I'm actually, as soon as we jump off, I'm jumping in the truck and heading over there, and they have a very nice staccato as a celebration gift to me. So I'm very excited to go get that started, get the paperwork started.